everyone, it's Miss Frodo. Today I have a very large Lego set to go over with you. This is Lego Creator Set 31039 Blue Power Jet, and it's so big it won't even all fit on my screen. But it has 608 pieces. It's designed for ages 9 to 14, so it's going to be a little more challenging than some Lego sets. And it is a 3-in-1, so you can make this chopper and this sea boat. So how cool is that? Let me flip over to the back. Oh, you could bring the little wheels down for landing gear. That's cool. And I'm not really sure what it's showing there, but there's another picture of the boat and another picture of, maybe it's a seaplane? I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get into it. Alright, let me grab my scissors, run down the side here, and this box feels extremely full of pieces. Oh, it's got a big book. Okay. Alright, that is all the bags. Let me, yeah, there's a little pile there, just a little pile. And most of the creator sets, the 3-in-1s that I'm used to, you get 3 little books, one for each, or at least 2 books. This appears to just be one large solid book for each of the 3 things. So, just a little light reading. It's only that thick, you know, very simple. So, I'll put the first of these 3-in-1 together and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, here is the jet. This, to me, it's more of like a model plane than a Lego set. It would be hard to play with. It's probably more for like adults who collect Legos or older kids. You can use it, however. There are spaces for 2 guys in the cockpit, so they can sit in there. And it's got these really cool wheels that fold up, so when you're in the sky, they're like that, and when you want to land, you can pull the wheels down, so that's really cool. And then he can land safely. These white, I don't know what part of the plane this is called, but they move, and these things on the back move as well, so depending on where you want to go. And on the back there's this like giant jet engine thing. I did screw up. This piece is supposed to go somewhere else. There's supposed to be a blue piece there, but it's somewhere else in this thing, I don't know where. But that's okay. That's what Lego's all about, is improvising. Underside, not very exciting, except for the wheel wells. And here is a look at it from this side. So you can like adjust the little wing flaps if you need to go like higher or lower. These do not move. Those are just a solid part of the plane. So I will take this bad boy apart and put together one of the other builds for you. Alright, we are back with build number 2 from the Blue Jet. This is the helicopter, and it's quite large.
Yes.
Quite delicate wings. Like the big jet, it's not really meant for little kids to play with. It's more of like an adult hobby thing, I guess, because it really is quite delicate. We do have another 3-in-1 set with a helicopter, and that one's much more, it would be playable.
And I think just like the jet, I think my biggest problem is that it's a scale problem. You put a person in here, and I've seen helicopters before in real life. It's not nearly that big. This thing would be monstrous. If you were to put it to scale as like a person versus a Lego figure. Look,
you can move these little things up and down, and then you can be like, choo, the little back thing moves.
This looks pretty good though, the little engine part, the one that's supposed to propel the propellers.
What kills me, Domo normally builds these, and I built this one. There's so many intricate like directions for the inside of the chopper, and then you don't see it when you build it. It's like, oh, use this color and this set. You could really just have it empty in the middle, or all just solid bricks.
Oh, cool. I didn't even notice that. You can retract the wheels when it takes off. That's cool.
Most helicopters don't even have wheels. They have those...
the little runners.
Things.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like it again. This just I guess the set in general, it just seems like everything's a little bit kind of not the scale, but they're pretty cool though. I love the color.
A lot of Legos not to scale. You look at the Velociraptors in their Jurassic World sets, they're 3 times the size of the humans.
You tell me they're not that size normally? Oh, man.
Real Velociraptors, fun fact, were not actually as big as Velociraptors in the movie. They were like tiny little things.
Were they chicken size or something like that?
More large turkeys, I think, but they definitely would not have been the threat that they were. There were other dinosaurs that were predators that were the size of Velociraptors, and they may have even looked like them in the movies, but they were called something else, and it was probably just easier for them to say Velociraptor than, like, whatever they're called.
They probably talked to someone, like, tell us what are all the coolest names of dinosaurs. So, like, Velociraptor sounds pretty solid. It's like, done and done.
That is definitely cooler.
But they also say, like, I think they tried to do in the new movie, didn't they say, like, you know, these are all genetically modified, and they don't look like the real thing.
That's true. They wouldn't look like the real thing anyway because they're all genetic modifications.
So,
all right. Well,
that's a bit of a tangent, but
so we will be back with the third build. All right, I am back by myself for this last vehicle. This is the jet boat, yacht. I'm not really good with boats, sorry, but it's got this thingy in the back. I'm sure there's a nice term for that. And, I mean, it's speedboat. Yeah, that's the word I want, isn't it? It's pretty sleek and speedy looking. It's got this giant, like, it's not a propeller, engine thrust? I don't know. Yeah, really not into boats. You can let me know in the comments how bad I'm screwing this up. But it's got seats for 2 people, and you actually can fit a Lego person in this one. So, yeah, so they've got their little controls right there. This one actually has this little lever. There's sort of like a little computer or a system thing in the middle. Maybe it's like his fish finder, I don't know. You probably wouldn't go fishing on this kind of boat. And then there's another little system right there. Another seat on this side without all the fancy stuff. And unlike some of the boats that Lego does, this one doesn't have the little casters on the bottom so that it slides smoothly, because this is, again, more of like an adult build. So there's just kind of a hole in the bottom. It's not really designed to be played with, just like the jet isn't really designed to be played with, or the helicopter. It's more meant to be a piece. But this one would certainly be easier to play with than the jet or the helicopter, so you could still play with it, especially since the Lego people fit inside. Well, that is about all I have to say on that, so I will leave you here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching Miss Frodo's Toy Horde. Bye!